Hello, this is Dr. Carl A. Opson at the University of Arizona, and in Tier 3 intervention in school-wide positive behavioral supports and in intervention in general with behavior problems, we talk about the function of behavior. We talk about functional analysis, functional behavioral assessments. We talk about the communicative function of behavior. So let's take a moment to talk about what we mean when we're using the word function. And what we mean is that all behavior serves a function. All behavior serves to communicate something. That behavior that people do voluntarily is never random. It serves a purpose. And if we can determine what that purpose is, if we can more readily predict that behavior, then we can help people improve their behavior and use behaviors that still work for them, that still serve the same function, and allow them to get to the ends that they want. A lot of that is what Skinner was talking about in his book on science in human behavior. There are lots of ways to conceptualize the functions of behavior, but one simple way is to consider that people are either doing something to access or to avoid or escape. And that people are trying to either access or avoid attention, activity, or sensory experiences. Could be that they're trying to access attention. Or it could be that they're trying to avoid attention. Could be that they're trying to access some sort of activity. Or it could be they're trying to avoid some activity like a worksheet. It could be they're trying to access a sensory activity like listening to music. Or it could be they're trying to avoid some sensory activity like someone else's loud music. Now it'd be simple enough, and if people's behavior served just one function, if we could sit down and determine what that function was. But unfortunately, it's more complicated than that, because behavior often serves multiple functions. So one behavior can serve lots of functions. Take, for instance, a child yelling at an adult or at a teacher. It could be that that child is yelling at the teacher to get their attention. Could be that that child is yelling at that teacher to get the teacher to leave them alone. It could be that that child is yelling at the teacher to get some activity, that if they yell long enough, they'll get to play on the computer. It could be that they're trying to, if they yell long enough, they'll get kicked out of the classroom and they won't have to be part of whatever activity is going on. It could be that they are yelling to just gain the sensory input for themselves of yelling, or it could be that they're yelling at the teacher to get the teacher to stop some sensory input. And it could be that they use this one behavior to do multiple things. It could be that the teacher presents a math worksheet that a child doesn't know how to do, and this child has learned that if they yell at the teacher, they get to avoid the activity and at the same time gain that teacher's attention so that they get kicked out of the room. All right. That's generally what we mean by function. And in the next video, we'll take a look at the process we use in determining what the function of behavior is and how it can be more helpful in developing a good intervention.